Welcome to Battle Truth, in my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I could only give you the fact that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealing, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markelius, your presiding judge, chairman, and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Okay, y'all. We have another citizen arrest that's taking place, man. This time, this case is going to be a little different because we have two complaints concerning the same thing, but one going against the other. The complaint first was brought up by Troy Williams. His complaint was against the Midwest movement, how they don't support one another. Only for this complaint then to be brought back to the attention of the Battle Truth and One United Front Court by Mr. Watch Me Cook It. Now, what he's cooking, I don't know, but I guess that might be dope. I guess this brother got a chemistry set or easy 8 bacon oven and learned how to cook crack. Learned how to cook crack. Sources says he has got out of recovery house. Sources said he got out of the recovery house just 3 months ago, and now instead of him being paid by the dope men to cook up dope and giving him samples after he was done, make sure the crack was done right, that he no longer does that. Now he cook up his own dope and he trying to hustle. And he trying to hustle to get himself back together because he lost his woman. I'm just joking. But Mr. Watch Me Cook It then come back with this same thing, saying no, they do support each other, but not just in a way that Troy Williams would want them to support each other. Well, let's get into this, man. What I'm going to do is give you both sides of the story, then I'm going to leave it up to the people to make their decision whether or not Troy Williams is, do he have a case, or do the other brother, Mr. Watch Me Cook It, have a case? Now, Troy Williams was saying the Midwest movement don't support each other because you don't see them really in each other's corner and things like that when the way the East Coast do it, the way you see all of Jersey come together, or the way you see all of New York come together and be in each other's corners and ride for each other. Speaking about when you look at how the Midwest movement was when it first began to make battle rap real big, you had Detroit supporting Chicago, Chicago support Detroit, Chicago supporting St. Louis. So that movement was real strong. The core of it, man, they was in each other's corner, riding with each other, behind each other, through almost every battle they would have against somebody from the East Coast. Since the dispersion of the Midwest movement, now you see a sort of separation. We have seen Verb and Calico going at it, Ill Will and Calico going at it. We're seeing Big T and Verb supposed to have been going at it. Now we see Big T and Ill Will going at it. So you definitely see unity been broken. So I understand what Troy Williams is talking about in that aspect of what he says. But Mr. Watch Me Cook It also had an argument on this. He said, hold on, they do support each other. They just don't support the whole region as a whole. You see Detroit ride with Detroit. You see Chicago ride with Chicago. You see Big T and Young Cannon and ride together. You see JC and Ill Will ride together. You see Clean Paper and Calico and them ride together. They ride for where they from. They may not support the whole region as a whole, but they definitely represent and support their cities. So do the Midwest support each other or not? Or do they just support where they from? What do y'all think, man? Because when I look back at it, man, I see how they once used to be, man. It's like you couldn't see none of them without seeing all of them. You couldn't see Calico without seeing T-Rex, not T-Rex, without seeing X-Files, horrible. Without seeing X Factor, Midwest Miles. You couldn't see Verb without seeing Young Ill, Hitman Holler. But when they would have battles going to the East, you saw them all together. You would see them all in each other's corner. You would see Verb, Midwest Miles, X Factor, Calico, Young Ill, Hitman. They'll be all together as one. You get what I'm saying? So in this new era, man, it just seemed like everybody, man, just in their own lane, man. It's not even a matter of principle to the most part. It's like, okay, cut the check, I got you, type stuff, you know. So I definitely see both sides. And then you also see the side where it's like, hey, look, man, such and such from Chicago, I'm from Chicago, that's what it is. This is a Chicago thing, this is a Detroit thing, this is the St. Louis thing. So I definitely see both sides of the argument. It's crazy, because you remember Hitman and Bird, when they went up against K-Shine and DNA, then they was like, Hitman was like, what a big T in the whip. So, he better choose a side, Bird responded, you know. So, it's, I'm going to leave it up to the people to decide. What do y'all think? Do y'all think the Midwest really support each other? Or do you think that, you know what I'm saying, they support each other to the degree of where they from? Which city they from? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's an argument on both ends. It's an argument on both ends. Let's just see what the people say, man. I'm at a mix between this, because I can understand you from a city, but I also understand you also from a region. I don't think you can separate the two. I think they go hand in hand. I think East Coast supports East Coast, even though they have Jersey, Philly, New York. West Coast support West Coast. Midwest support Midwest. South support South. Regardless to where you from, it's still a South thing. And for the most part, it all ties in together with whatever's going on in those situations in those regions. That's why I'm at a fixed set. But other than that, I'm going to leave it up to the people. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Now I leave the judging in the hands of the people. Do y'all believe the Midwest support one another? I want to see the results of this. Subscribe to Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Join the Discord. Hit my description box, man. Join my Discord where we be talking and kicking that. And join all my social media websites and things. My Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube page. Follow me. Subscribe to my channels, man. We got a lot of big things going on, man. You don't want to miss out on what's finna take place.